What's going on, beautiful vibey fam sauce? It's Guru. Welcome back to my mystical dojo. Today I want to talk about cottonseed oil. What is it, and why we should try our best to avoid it. It's no secret in the health community that cottonseed oil is a cheap filler known to cause long and short-term health problems. Whether or not to ingest cottonseed oil has been an ongoing nutritional argument since the 80s or even earlier. Recently I read an article on healthline.com discussing the many benefits associated with ingesting cottonseed oil. To be honest, I found the article to be preposterous and totally misleading. Today, while we kick it in my dojo, I'm going to set the facts straight. Much love, much hugs, and thank you all for tuning in to another installment of Gu-trition. Cotton plantations for fabric were cultivated in the United States as early as 1736. Prior to this, it was largely an ornamental plant. At first, cotton was homespun into garments, but the success of the crop meant that some could be exported to England. From a modest 600 pounds of cotton in 1784, it grew to over 200,000 in 1790. The invention of the cotton gin by Eli Whitney in 1793 led to a staggering 40 million pounds of cotton production. But cotton is actually two crops, the fiber and the seed. For every 100 pounds of fiber, there was 162 pounds of cotton seed, which were largely useless. Only 5% of this seed was required for planting. Some could be used for livestock feed, but there was still a mountain of garbage. What could be done with this garbage? Mostly it was left to rot, or simply dumped illegally into rivers. It was toxic waste. With lots of cottonseed oil, but no demand, it was added illicitly to animal fats and lards. There was no evidence that this was in any way safe for human consumption. Similarly, cottonseed oil, being light in flavor and slightly yellow, was blended with olive oil to reduce costs. This led to Italy completely banning this adulterated American olive oil in 1883. The Procter & Gamble company used cottonseed oil for the manufacture of candles and soap, but soon discovered that they could use a chemical process to partially hydrogenate cottonseed oil into solid fat that resembled lard. This process produced what now are called trans fats, making this product extremely versatile in the kitchen, even if nobody knew whether or not we should be shoveling this former toxic waste into our mouths. It made pastry flakier, it could be used for frying, it could be used in baking. Was it healthy? Nobody knew. Since this newfound semi-solid fat resembled food, the decision was to market it as such. This revolutionary new product was called Crisco, which stood for crystallized cottonseed oil. Crisco was skillfully marketed as a cheaper alternative to lard. In 1911, Procter & Gamble launched a brilliant campaign to put Crisco into every American household. They produced a recipe book, all of which used Crisco, of course, and gave it away for free. This was unheard of at the time. Advertisements in that area also proclaimed that Crisco was easier to digest, cheaper, and healthier due to its plant origins. The fact that cotton seeds were essentially garbage was never mentioned, and over the next several decades, Crisco and other cottonseed oils dominated the kitchens of America. Cottonseed oil contains gossypol, a derivative of the cotton plant. The oil must go through intensive processing to reduce the amount of gossypol in the finished product, since it's known to cause health issues. Consumption of gossypol can cause fatigue, lowered potassium levels, and even muscle weakness. Most cotton is genetically modified and pesticides are heavily used on the crops. Cottonseed oil is cheaper than many other processed oils, which in combination with its stability, high smoke point, and its ability to resist rancidity, makes it very appealing to food manufacturers. Cottonseed oil, though not considered to be a common allergen in the United States, will bring about allergic reactions ranging from skin irritations, difficulty in breathing, hypotension, and in severe cases anaphylactic shock to those who are allergic to cotton. Cotton, the plant where this edible oil is extracted from, is one of the most heavily sprayed crops with petrochemicals in the United States. Cotton production makes use of the notorious DDT. Rats exposed to this particular organochloride insecticide had endocrine function abnormalities, particularly in male rats, which consequently resulted in reproductive problems. Exposure to pesticides in general has been linked to a host of maladies in humans, like ADHD in children, cancer, obesity, and diabetes, to name a few. Animal studies have shown the correlation between consumption of cottonseed oil and tumor growth. Cottonseed oil is found in mayonnaise, salad dressing, pasta sauce, vegetable oil, chips, margarine, and baked goods. Some healthy alternatives to cottonseed oil are coconut oil, coconut meat, olive oil, macadamia nut oil, avocados, olives, organic grass-fed butter, organic yogurt, free-range eggs with the yolk, grass-fed beef, bison, or buffalo, even lamb, sardines, anchovies, or haddock in water or in olive oil, wild salmon, trout, tilapia, flounder, triglyceride-based fish oil, and pure cod liver oil. Guys, when a food product is super inexpensive in our day and age, that should cause a red flag to go up before you buy it and consume it. The chances are cheap food will cause some negative health repercussions, so spend the extra couple bucks on food products with choice ingredients. Eating cheap crap might save you some coin, but it might cost you something greater in the long run. Alright family, now that you know the truth about cottonseed oil, I really hope you guys are diligent in your effort to avoid this toxic crap. And as always, I urge you to do your own research regarding the effects that ingesting cottonseed oil can have on your health. Guys, like I said earlier, some mainstream websites like healthline.com have articles that claim cottonseed oil is a positive addition to your diet. This couldn't be further from the truth. Websites like this are obviously funded by big food manufacturers who like to use cottonseed oil as a cheap, crappy filler in their products. Charles Spurgeon once said, "A lie can travel halfway around the world while the truth is still putting its shoes on." My name's Guru, aka White Shaman, aka Natty Boo Boo, aka the Love Cat, and I really want to thank you guys for joining me in my majestic and mysteriously mystifying dojo for this installment of Gu-trition. Much love, much hugs, God bless, and may the best vibes and electricity be upon you. Peace. Guys, I really appreciate all the love you've been showing me. All this positivity has really fortified my spirit and has poised me to continue brewing up the vibiest fitness, health, and wellness videos on YouTube. Subscribers, much love, much hugs. No, for real, call an Uber. Get down here and come give me a hug. Once you get down here, we can vibe in my dojo, or we can vibe in my library. Finally, shout out to anyone who's been rocking my shirts. I plan on whipping up a little something featuring all the awesome pics I've been getting of you guys repping. Please continue to help me spread that peanut butter and goo by sharing my vids with your loved ones. And as always, don't hesitate to call Guru if your body, mind, or soul's check engine lights go on. Thank you.